Hello and welcome to the newly renovated Nebraska History Museum in downtown Lincoln. I'm Lance Schwartz, inviting you to sit back and relax. We're going to spend the next 45 minutes exploring our town, Lincoln. The latest U.S. Census has the population of Nebraska's capital city at nearly 260,000 people. Lincoln is the 72nd largest city in America. Way back in 1867, the town of Lancaster was renamed Lincoln, and a few years later, there was a port of entry neighborhood just south of downtown Lincoln known as the South Bottoms.
We're on South 9th Street at 727 South 9th, and behind me is the O'Donnell Galbraith house.
Ed Zimmer is the historic preservation planner for Lincoln that has been busy connecting early photos of this South Bottoms area to current locations in the capital city.
It's a early house in Lincoln, probably in the half a dozen oldest in town. Dates from the 1870s. And a couple years ago, the city made it a Lincoln landmark.
And Ed said that was of interest to the city because of its connection to the Galbraith family.
Because that gives us a link into a story that I've enjoyed for the last 20 years or so about a Lincoln photographer named John Johnson.
This is one of the pictures taken at 727 South 9th Street.
Johnson was a Lincoln native. He was a graduate of Lincoln High. He went to the University of Nebraska for a couple of years. And about 1910 or so, he started producing magnificent photographs, mostly of his African-American community here in Lincoln.
These photos give us a unique glimpse into turn of the 20th century life in Lincoln.
In the images, two of them, John and Mabel Galbraith, are standing right at their front steps when they lived in this house. Another one, they're a couple doors down the street looking back at the house. And so we are on the location where just about a century ago, that couple were standing in front of their little brick house.
If you'd like to learn more about this particular area of Lincoln history, you're invited to check out a book co-written by Ed Zimmer that's entitled Lincoln in Black and White. And speaking of black and white, there's a beautiful old building on O Street that goes back to the black and white days of the 19th century. It was home to Dietz Music House for 70 years before it became the Keysha Fine Art building in 2013.
Well, the very beginning was my mother, Vivian Keysha, started the business in 1986.
Buck Keysha was in junior high when his mother started her art business.
Mom used to bring me to all of the art shows and all of this stuff. And,
this 1991 graduate of Lincoln Southeast High School got hooked.
We always did have a shared interest. If you would have asked me when I was in college, do you think, you'll be taking over your mom's business in an art deal? I would have said you were crazy. But life happens.
Buck took over the family business in 2007.
As you come in, you won't recognize it as Dietz.
After a long refurbishing project, the ceilings are now about 9 feet higher than they were as a music store.
We took something that was designed for acoustics and kind of gutted it out and cleared it up to make it more visual.
This 120-year-old building is so much deeper and taller than I ever imagined it would be.
I can safely say we have the coolest building in downtown Lincoln.
They also, no doubt, have the coolest back of the building graffiti alley art in Lincoln as well. Keysha's grand opening took place in December of 2013.
This is the main floor of our gallery.
And a brand new holiday show featuring top Nebraska contemporary artists can now be seen on the main floor.
This is a cool one. There's a real hidden meaning to the painting.
Up on the second floor, Buck talks with an artist named Michael Burton.
The subject of the painting is Burl Ives.
Oh yeah, I've been to galleries all over the country, and yeah, this is definitely world class. So
this is the gallery's third floor. Currently, we have a show up for the artist Aaron Holtz.
Holtz specializes in portraits.
This one's actually interesting. These are my 3 kids.
Once you've had the chance to check out the Keysha kids and some other fine contemporary art, it's time to go up even higher.
This is the 4th floor of Keysha Fine Art.
And believe it or not, there's yet another area that needs visiting.
If you come down to Keysha Fine Art, you definitely need to finish up with a visit to the rooftop.
This is most certainly the cherry on top of a very impressive art gallery.
This is where we can come out and enjoy the view of our town, downtown Lincoln, Nebraska.
Our town, Lincoln, Nebraska, wasn't very old when Union College was built in a cornfield southeast of town 125 years ago.
Well, this was a case of Midwestern boosterism.
Sabrina Riley is a Union College historian.
People here in the city of Lincoln wanted the college to be here.
Their wish came true. The Global Seventh-day Adventist Church decided to build their campus near what is now 48th and Pioneers Boulevard. But in 1890, it was a long walk from Lincoln.
It was farmers who gave up their fields. There was nothing here except a cottonwood and a hedgerow of locust trees. Otherwise, we have pictures taken from the top of that clock tower on that original building that show the fields all around, the dome of the Capitol building in the far distance, with just a few houses here around the college. You get the idea of how very desolate and alone it was out here. They were not in the city of Lincoln.
Therefore, teachers and students who lived about 4 miles away in Lincoln needed a way to get to the Union College campus.
You're standing in front of one of the original trolleys back in the city of Lincoln that used to run from the downtown area out here to Prescott and 48th right here in front of the college.
Vanita Sauter is the president of Union College, and she says the Global Adventist Church paid to have electric lines put up that ran from southeast Lincoln to the College View area.
And so we feel that we have grown alongside Lincoln, and it's been a happy growing up together here in this town.
Everybody was just saying hi, they looked you in the face, they shook your hand. It was like, whoa, are people truly this nice in the Midwest?
David Kabanji came to Lincoln via a junior college in California. He is now the student body president at Union College.
The culture of just friendliness, that's something that I just love about Union College.
We're a faith-based institution, and that's what our whole mission is. We're trying to serve people as Jesus would serve, and so we're all about mission and faith and service to people, and it permeates our whole curriculum and our whole attitude on campus and how we live and work together. It's a very crucial component and another reason why parents are sending their students from all across the country.
125 years after it was built in a cornfield, Union College is now home to nearly 900 students from 47 states in America and 33 countries around the world. Coming up in our town, Lincoln, a big family full of Husker football fanatics has appeared to master the art of tailgating. And we just might make you want to enroll at UNL ASAP. Stay tuned.